Mr. Anonymous was written in my heart. Am I somebody's love? Well, I wanna play my part. All the art that I guess I did spoke to parents and youth. They told me we ran an art program and it was the truth. The comic book and the soundtrack matched the zodiac calendar that I made to expose the beast nature of sex and balance. A card deck with a black face, joker suit, and a mask. His mama said knock him out and asked hard to take out the trash. The calendar's Hebrew math corresponds with the tarot card deck that Hollywood sets.
No matter what you want, he gotta put his logo on.
I wear a mean dark pair of shades, and you can't see my eyes unless my head is bent. You dig?
See how this side is white? I mean, it don't have to be perfect though, really, man. Trust me, it's just, as long as it's on there. I'm just doing a rough ad, you know? I'm not gonna be real picky, like, man, you gotta square it up and all this, you know? Yeah, so this right here, this is gonna be an ad where I take, you see the information, you see the hood instruction, you see Apple right here. You see the state of emergency boy with the Black Panther tan. You see the hood instructions right there. The Messianic Force. You see J-Bo, the portrait. You know? This is from the Jay-Z video, the story of OJ. You also see the story of, this is all original artwork though, hand painted by Docta Toonz. So when you do that, you actually, This is everyone has the right to tell their own story, you know, and it's the intellectual property rights that lie in that are biographic or autobiographical. So there's a public access, there's a way you can put your notice, you can get people to notice what you do in public by what you do in public, and that record stands alone. So there's no sovereignty to be trying to fight for, because the sovereignty is in that. It's already known who the original sovereign is as far as the system is concerned, and who the American is. That's the G code. As far as the rest, when you have laws out there with people who are trying to be sovereign, they're actually practicing the model of the European sovereignty system, in which they try to incorporate themselves under their own color of law policy. It has nothing to do with us, because we don't have color of law that operates for us. Our law is not colored. Our law is autonomous. It's the law of autonomy that deals with our breed and our genetic species and how we travel and how we are connected to the land naturally, and the customs and traditions that we have that is in harmony with the land and the cosmos. And that's exactly why we have the indigenous people here that already traveled the planet Earth with the knowledge of the pyramids and everything else beyond that. I just use that as a symbol, a symbolic reference for people that when they hear pyramids, they think ancient things or things that are out of this world. Sometimes when you have an English paradigm that you look at things through, it's hard for you to really wrap your mind around other ideas. So I gotta do these hood instruction books.
Real estate or something. I live right around.
Oh, okay.
Two train stops over.
So it's a superhero series about redemption. It takes place in a futuristic Lagos, Nigeria, which is where I was born and raised. And the story follows the main character, Wally Williams, who returns home after a 5-day absence.
My company, Lock It Down Productions. I'm the owner, writer, creator, publisher. I'm also the coordinating founder of the Community Comics Club International, which was sent to us countries.
She's the writer and publisher. She's an artist that illustrates her stuff.
Pleasure to meet you.
Sometimes I'll use primer. The primer won't, this primer and sealer. Sometimes I have to go over 8.
Yeah. That's why I asked, like, it's what? This is absolutely gorgeous. So, how are you getting your work out there?
That's what I came out here to see because I kind of, what I have is this book, 1200 instructions. I'll show you them. These books, they were like they're zines. You know what I mean when I say a zine? Okay, so I just heard the term zine. I didn't even know what it was yet. I just did it.
Because you're extremely talented. People need to see your work. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing work.
It's good. It starts off a little, after a while it almost drags a little bit, but like the first 5 episodes. Yeah. But this is first season 2. Once
Oh, you got my season 2?
yeah, there's like 3 different stories.
You played Mortal Kombat? No, when we were like
Cops and like the criminal stuff.
that's probably why you guys didn't
Yeah,
play
once that started, I was just like, who the fuck? This was going on
The
something like
game is
that.
like for adults.
But they just, the way it was written. And that guy, he was a badass in the season. So it was just like, yo. Who'd I make it out to?
How much are enamel pins?
There's 12 each, or you can get all 3 for $30. Now she wants to see. Can you sign?
When you talked about the inspiration with your son,
Yeah, sure. Okay, so what I did was, like, this whole comic book story here was actually the creation, the idea of my son. He's 8 years old now, but he was 4 years old when he was diagnosed with autism. I noticed, like, when he was in pre-K, he had problems, like, he had difficulties, like, understanding his schoolwork. So what I did was I would sit with him for 25, 30 minutes a day, and we would do these art therapy exercises to help bring out, like, to help him with, like, his speech delay, or help him, like, express himself, to kind of alleviate the tantrums, the meltdowns and such. So I would sit with him, and I would start drawing with him, like, for 25, 30 minutes a day. And what came out was the superhero character. He saw himself as this character, and it appeared in everything that he drew. So, as you see, over time, like, this superhero character just kept re-emerging. And when his teacher and I, when we talked, I noticed that he was having some issues with, with learning how to read. I took the characters that he created, and I translated them into this story. And this is like a beginner's reader, basically, to help children learn how to read. So I would sit with them every day, and I would go through this, you know? Thank you, man, thank you. And what I would do is, I would go through this, I would sit with them, and I would just like, you know, with my finger, just help him along and help guide him. Now what did it was the fact that this is actually him. This is my son, right? So he's seeing himself, and now he's engaged. He wants to know more about like what's gonna happen. And like I just felt like, oh, you want to know more? You're gonna have to read it, you know. So now, when I learned that he was actually confident enough to read this on his own, then I started elaborating more on the stories. I don't know if like you'll be able to see this on here, but I can actually give you the website too. I'll bring it up. But this is our website, and which is www.jetpulse.com. But the website here is all educational material. Like you go here and you'll be able to like, you know, to pull up like educational worksheets, like right click and print on worksheets to teach kids like how to tell time, or like greater than or less than, or like, see, this is actually the comic book reader that was here earlier that sold out. I had like a whole bunch of them here and they just went as fast as I could put them out. But you know, these here, like the excellent, you could also find them on Amazon.com as well. So if you want to purchase one, like I have them available to purchase there.
They're educated.
You know? And I just want you to share it with like, you know, with whoever. I mean, it's all about like teaching kids like, you know, like building literacy skills. I can tell you, it was a friend of mine who helped me get like my first mainstream job because I was afraid to let people see the work that I did because I was afraid of what they would think. You know? So I needed that push, man, and once I got it out there, you know, once I took that leap, you know, it changed the world around me. It changed the world completely. And you will be amazed about how many people you will meet, how different your life will be the moment people see what you do. See, man, but the first thing to do is just get out of your own way and like really like, you know, don't be afraid, man. Just take that first step.
But that's actually me coming out of Baltimore here now.
Right.
It's like we sat back and I said, you know what? Let me go to a comic book convention finally.
And this is yours?
Yeah. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is because,
dude, this is amazing.
Thanks, man.
I mean, I really like your style. This is awesome.
Thanks, man. I have an educational program. I've been running around in Baltimore. I got murals around the city.
This is beautiful.
Rec centers I be going to reach these youth. Murals on the wall. Where we've been working out, getting the drug dealers off the corner, getting these children in the reading by the numbers. But nobody knows I'm doing it because I've been moving like a graffiti artist.
No, you are blessed, man. This is beautiful. This is really gorgeous stuff.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I do.
Right.
You feel like you're blessed, man. Keep going.
You too. Thank you.
All right.
They got the Black Comics Expo.
We just came from that.
Oh, what?
That's what we came up here
That's
for.
good. I'm happy you came up for that.
Yeah. All right, so check it. This is my joint right here. It's all hand done.
This, you can tell it's amazing already.
Thanks, man. And it takes place. It takes place in Baltimore. But you know, a friend of mine is from Brooklyn that passed away. That's how I got my name. So I gotta go. I'm about to go to Brooklyn after we leave here. We went to comic book convention. Then we gotta go to the Bed-Stuy.
Man, making this round.
Yeah.
You gotta spread your blessings.
Yeah.
That's what they call that. Spreading your blessings.
Yes,
King.
sir.
You feel me? So you're doing the right work. And then the best thing is too is that you're a procreator. So you're supposed to spread creation. Man, I love what you're doing, bro.
Thanks a lot.
I love what you're doing, man, because I'm mega into the arts and I know what it's like.
Yeah, man. Everything is all hand drawn. Like, it's real people.
Yeah, I wanted to be fragile with it. I ain't want to. That thing be like the Constitution. That thing's so serious.
Yeah,
I like how you really went into it.
That's my ex-wife right there. That's the bartender at Woodmore Lounge in Baltimore. It's a real lounge.
Right.
You know, and it's I lost the little pages, but you know, it goes into I'm drawing the book. So it's the artist is actually drawing the book as it's happening. This is me. I become the Joker. You know, but if you know the blackface history, this is an educational tool, actually.
Right, which is necessary. Right. No, that's amazing, bro. I would love to definitely tune into some of the work that you're doing.
Thanks,
you know what I
G.
mean? Did I give you a card?
Oh yeah, I'm
So this is our brand. We got a brand. Our brand is called Bucaleany.
Alright.
It's an acronym. It stands for Be Unique, Cool, and Lean New York.
Alright.
So it was started by me and my brother in 2010.
Okay.
We're self-sufficient. We do all our own printing and manufacturing right here in Harlem.
Okay.
So anytime people come here, they come right here to get their pieces because this is your receipt. You was here on the land.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. And then like if you check out our database in terms of like on our Instagram, you'll see the dopest artists come here. From Rakim, you name it, from Jim Jones to Cameron to that, like a lot of cats that's artists that come support us. You know what I mean? Because we on the ground level. You know what I mean? We doing the work you doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? We touching the people on the ground floor. Right. Which is real because then you know which way to bring the most value to it. Right. You know what I mean? What's your name, King?
Doc. They call me Docta Toonz.
Docta Toonz?
Yep.
Oh, it's a pleasure. My name's Dlandar.
Okay, good to meet you.
You got good vibrations, King.
You too.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
I love that.
I was made for this, I was made for this, I was made for this, I was made for this. I'm not a product of the cages that they raised us in. Bred to be a king, I'm not a slave to this. I was made for this, I was made for this, I was made for this, I was made for this. I'm not a product of the cages that they raised us in. Bred to be a king, I'm not a slave to this.
They don't know. Docta Toonz, the brother Red, inspirational brother. I watch his YouTube, and I be going in my mind, and I drew some unique stuff right
I'm a
here.
legend. I'm inside of one of these books. Great minds think alike. The creatives of the future. You know what I mean? I give honor and respect to our arts and sciences, our artists and our scientists. I understand that they're the one who control the imagination, our imagination, the narrative of the mind. You know what I'm saying? So protect them at all costs. All right? Peace. All right?
We in Brooklyn right now. We in Apple's land. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Jordy Colazzo. The reason why I made Docta Toonz. This is we on Fulton Street. That's Marcy Avenue. You know, here we go.